The Ghana Grid Company Limited, GRIDCo, is the backbone of energy supply, not just for Ghana, but also a number of countries in the West African sub-region, making better the livelihoods of individuals.
There is a growing concern with regard to encroachers putting up structures under the main grid lines across a section of Greater Accra. We deem the actions of these individuals as reckless and irresponsible. As a result, we have often cautioned the general public about the dangers of such behaviors. But most, if not all, these warnings have not been heeded. In our education to them, as per the regulations governing areas under these grid lines, there are to be no structures under the power grid, whether permanent or temporary. Also, structures that are close should be outside the range on both sides of 15 meters of a 161 kV and 20 meters 330 kV transmission line respectively, to prevent any casualties in the event of an accident or torn lines.
Thus, GRIDCo transmits at high voltages, and these voltages in comparison are over 1,000 times the one in our homes.
But that is not the case, as the bird's eye view along the grid lines indicates such negligence of the regulations that we often educate these individuals on, with more settlements and structures of different sorts, slums, shanty towns, heavy-duty trucks, and many others springing up and expanding. Starting from the Accra East substation through Trasacco, there are buildings that are in the range of the 161 kV lines. Here, there are many unauthorized structures and a lot of commercial activities. The wall and the building in particular are right under the edge of the power lines, with the mast towering over the residence. At Ajengano, slums have started springing up within the right-of-way of the power transmission lines. Some of the makeshift structures are right underneath the lines, with residents in this community moving about freely, negligent of the possible danger above them. Baolishi is not any different. Here, an entire block factory has been built under the lines, putting at risk the lives of the customers and workers. And there are other businesses next to the block factory, including a vulcanizer. A distance away is a mechanic shop with customers' vehicles sprawled all over, both outside the stipulated range, all under two 161 kV power transmission lines, with several cars and an oil tanker, a cluster of furniture shops displaying their wares a couple of meters away. One of the worst cases of encroachment is in Jolu, across the N1 highway from Fiesta Royal Hotel, where there are several earth-moving heavy-duty construction vehicles packed right under the main transmission lines. Our next stop, the industrial area, where the power lines run across buildings. From North Kaneshi to Odoko official town, encroachment of both human settlements, be they permanent or temporary, garages and commercial structures persist, becoming a normal everyday feature along the streets. These areas through to Awishi, which leads to the Malam substation, are densely populated areas with human activity bustling every day under these power transmission lines with no care for the danger above. This video covers the grid lines beginning from Accra East Substation, Trasacco Valley, all the way to Budumbram, Central Region. This is to show the severity of the issue and stress on the work we have done over the years to ward off these encroaches. This absorbs GRIDCo Ghana Limited and the government of Ghana of blame in the event of any unforeseen tragedy. As a power supply company, our major concern is to safeguard the functioning of our transmission lines to keep on supplying power to those who depend on us, but also the safety of those who live close to the transmission lines is of a great concern to us. Hence, the urgency in ensuring that all abide by these regulations. GRIDCo, the backbone to power delivery.